You're never upset for the reason you think. It's not all those things that are making you anxious. You have an addiction in a relationship to anxiety that then you are then unconsciously narrating reality. You're seeking evidence to where the fear and the anxiety is applicable because it's something you believe in and it's part of your nervous system. All those things aren't the causes to anxiety. So if you want to heal anxiety, which is just fear, anger is also just fear. If you want to heal out of that, you don't need to separate and look at all the specifics and the details of why I'm specifically angry in this situation because this ties back to my child, or if I'm specifically anxious for this. The ego mind will constantly find different nuances to be something anxious about, not because those things are worth fear, but because you have fear in you, and it's the lens of how you're seeing life, yourself and others. And so healing is just abstract. You just need to realize when you're in the absence of love, and that's it. You don't have to kind of try so hard and get specific, or why am I angry here? It's all the same thing. We think the cause is outside, which is why we're putting so much focus on all these specific circumstances. Oh, this was a different level of anxiety than I had this experience in the past, or this person is different in the past. It doesn't matter. And so same with anger, right? Your body, your belief system has anger in it, and then you're constantly reinforcing it by finding all these different reasons to exemplify and have anger, to deploy and employ anger. And so this is where you want to catch yourself. It could be with insecurity, it could be with shame, self-worth limitations, constantly reminding yourself and narrating reality to see this is evidence that I'm not worthy. This is evidence that I am judging myself. This is evidence to be in fear and to be anxious. This is evidence to not feel good enough. And that's your own doing. And so you just want to catch yourself vigilantly, not hypervigilance as in using anxiety to be wanting to change or using judgment to want to change. And you start judging and you being anxious about your own shame, about your own anxiety. We don't want to do that either. We want to accept this is part of the human experience. And if I don't want to uphold it, then I just need to be aware of it. I just need to be aware of all the ways in which I am narrating reality to be true, that the fear and the anxiety and the depression and the low self-worth is valid. It's not. You're narrating all of what you want to be in life. Like all of your upsets are coming from your own thoughts. And so we just want to learn, especially when you go back to childhood, right? Like I personally grew up with a lot of judgment. And so then that became anxiety for me. I was always trying to get ahead of the judgment unconsciously because it was built in so deep into my identity from development that I didn't consciously choose. But as an adult, I could be aware of it consciously and then consciously unlearn it and rewire something else. So every time anxiety came up that I was so justified in, I had to remind myself this is not true. It's just an old pattern that I'm making true. And every time you intercept it, whatever comes up, whatever pattern is that you want to heal, every time it comes up, you just intercept it and you forgive it and you find something to be grateful for. Where you're narrating the loss or an issue or anxiety and fear, where can you be grateful for? What is working out for you? How can you see that you're good instead?